Well, we're at Johns Hopkins University's Athletic Center, and this is the VEX Robotics Competition, and I'm very excited to be here, and I hope everybody does well.
And we are ready to start telling you out in 3, 2, 1, and we are going for finals match number 2. If the Red Alliance win this one, they will be crowned the champion of the first annual Hopkins Robotics Cup. If Blue Alliance win, we will go into a tie. Team 2528, as they automatically de-score the Red Alliance 2 sets, but the Red Alliance goes up with 6 sets, and they are looking to score on the high goal, and they get all 6.
VEX Robotics has been going on for years, but with Hopkins and City Schools partnering, this is the first ever citywide championship. So there's probably over 20 schools here, and I think we ended up with maybe 34 teams. It's all city school kids. A lot of these teams are brand new teams, like it's their first year, and that's one of the reasons we wanted to do a citywide championship, is to give them the opportunity to shine after just 1 year.
I really like working with my hands, and so does everyone else in my team. We like seeing something manifest. It's like our robot's like our baby, and we all work together to put him together. And we like to see him do well in competitions, and we like to do our school justice and bring them victories. We named him Edlith. In Latin, his name means mechanical god.
Our robot name is the Demolitioner because it, like a regular demolitioner, I can't explain it. Like, it was just a name that I just thought up out of nowhere.
We named it the Blur. For some reason, we named it the Blur. For us, it went absolutely perfect. We could not be happier with the results that we got today.
It felt shocking to win, you know, because the way these games go, you don't know if it's a close game, if you win or lose. But when we won that, I was about to fall down and cry, because, you know, these games, it's not just for fun. You also want to try your best to win.
The game we're playing, it's called Sack Attack. It uses little bean bags, and they put them in troughs, and there's a higher goal, so the higher it is, the more points they get. There's yellow bean bags, which are worth a little bit more. Teams can push each other around. They play 2-on-2, so the middle school kids get the most excited. And when they're just all jumping up and down and excited for each other, I don't know, you just see the energy, and that's kind of fun.
The most rewarding part is getting to see the kids getting excited about working on their robots, and it's really cool when they compete and they struggle, but they figure out how to fix their robot or to improve their robot and learn from that, and then go back out there and win. Then they just feel so good about themselves, and that's wonderful. But obviously the reason we're doing this as a university is to encourage kids in their math and their science, and to strive for college education.
So I've never been to a VEX competition, and in talking with the students, from my perspective, there's just so much trial and error. There's so much searching for solutions and going back and reorging, and I think that's a great skill for kids to have. Outside of just the science piece and the technology piece, and some of the children are just really connected to wanting to be engineers and wanting to pursue this further on in their lives.
I'm quite surprised by some of the designs that we're seeing and some of the design inspirations, things that I would never have thought of even as a professional engineer, that even working on it all school year long, I wouldn't have come up with some of this stuff.
We have to determine, you know, weight on our robot. If there's too much weight on the front, then it'll tip over. If there's too much weight on the back, then it won't lift up in the first place. And it takes a lot of weight and measuring, and then the science comes in with like the wiring.
I've learned that you can never be too uptight of what's going on, because if you get too picky with stuff, it can switch around on you real quick. Plus, you know, learning these new designs and all that, it gets me in the mood for if I want to be an environmental engineer or an engineer when I get up into my career.
I am planning on going to Polytechnic High School, and with the experience that they have for engineering, I think this knowledge that I have will carry over into the future, and I think that will really benefit me.
We started doing it for fun, and then after that she said there's a competition if you want to enter, and I said yeah, we can just do it. And then we used to stop like after school and build robots.
It was great. We won Finally, that's the first time we win a award. That's our third time, and that's the first time we win.
To have the community come in and really support and have Hopkins allow us to do that here is great. And the kids get to come to Hopkins. So I think that's a big deal when we think about that connection long term. They really have an opportunity to be on campus and see what it's like, and now they have this in their repertoire, and cool things happen at Hopkins.